Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at my 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel GT and how it's held up over the last month. So just taking a look here, I've got it in entry exit mode if the air suspension looks a little weird, but overall looks really nice. 33,000 miles on it. And for my month of ownership, it's held up pretty well. The Ram box lighting now works. So when you open it up, the lights work. There was a little bit of corrosion with the wiring in here, but they got all of that fixed now. And the Ram box lighting system does work. You know, as this does have 33,000 miles, there are some wear points on it here and here, which I do need to get fixed. Here we are rolling in the Rebel here. As you can see, these, I would say, minor updates before they actually did the refresh in 2025. You know, the minor updates here with the digital display are actually very welcome. I do appreciate this a lot, and I appreciate having my navigation right in front of me. Even though this does have the GT shifters with that GT package, I do like the fact that I have my RPM down there, and while the analog display is nice, or the analog style display is nice in here, I do like this being digital, and I do like this. I like that, but I guess for me, I'd rather have my information in front of me. So while this is super nice, I like the navigation better. I guess if I was going to roll with just a pure digital display, I would essentially, I knew that guy right there driving that Cummins, good friend of mine. I guess for me, I would rather have it just on pure navigation mode, because again, we're in a truck. Even though this is a performance truck, it's not super fast, so I'd rather have it just where I can see my roads. But let's change the POV here. And you know, really, my 1 month of ownership here has been excellent. I've really appreciated this truck. You guys don't realize just how much I missed my truck when I sold it and when I got my Jeep SRT. And honestly, guys, yes, the Jeep SRT is awesome. It really is. It's hands down the best American SUV I think ever made, the biggest performance one. But we're gonna pass this guy. But anyway, the manual shiftability is great. Going back to the Jeep SRT, that is freaking phenomenal. At the same time, I missed my truck though, and I could afford a TRX, but that's stretching it, and I don't necessarily like to stretch my my means, because let's be honest, guys, these trucks are now here to stay. So in another 10 years, when I'm looking for a sport truck, I can buy one of those, no problem. I think I can manage with this truck for now. It's awesome. It's got everything a truck needs, and I do a lot of towing for work. I own a golf course, so what I thought I could do with my Jeep SRT, which it did for the most part very well, and it could tow 7,200 pounds. You know, I essentially towed in the wintertime with it. Didn't like that one bit, and that was a lot to do with the tires. But I'm not going to go out and spend $4,000 on a new set of rims with winter tires on it for the Jeep. I'm just not. That's a lot of money to spend on just tires and rims, especially when I like to buy other vehicles. So essentially, towing was great with the Jeep. The acceleration was second to none. Here's the problem though, when I went to tow my skid steer, that's over the legal limit. The skid steer alone weighs 7,000 pounds at least, and then you pair a 2,000 pound trailer on it, you're looking at 9,000 pounds without fluids in it. So essentially, I needed the truck, and the problem with the TRX is it can only legally tow, I think, 8,200 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So the few times I do need to haul my skid steer, it just doesn't make sense to have the TRX, because I tow, I may tow a vehicle, which that can handle, but I may tow some heavier equipment, and essentially at the end of the day, I don't want to be sidelined by my towing power. So I'm really glad I went to the full-size, truck segment, and went with a Rebel GT. This is basically the poor man's TRX, really, when you think of it like that, and I'm fine with that. I have a C6 Vet, fast as hell, corner's great, Dodge Challenger SRT, and a Solstice GXP, all manual. I mean, if I can't get my performance fixed out of those vehicles, something is wrong. So at the end of the day, while I would have loved to have a TRX, I think it's something that, maybe will be something in the future that I want. It doesn't make sense for me with how much I tow for work, and fuel costs, insurance costs. I'm going from this truck, I can get like 13 miles a gallon with the city and highway driving I do, and a TRX you're probably looking at like 8 or 9. So at the end of the day, that's just consumables, and for my line of work, I truly need a truck like this, and over the last month I've been reminded at how awesome a truck really is, and how awesome all these features are in it. I absolutely love it, and I absolutely love Ram for making this GT pack. If you're somebody like me who loves to drive, and with my business, I only have one hobby basically, and that's oh, here we go, an opportunity to pass. That's essentially driving, because I do drive a lot for work. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're letting the Hemi lead. We're going really fast. Oh, that's too much fun. I just love this truck for what it is. It's unapologetically big. It's unapologetically loud, and it truly is just a great way to have some fun in a truck with the paddle shifters, with the performance exhaust, with the cold air intake. It really is just a lovely truck. And honestly, if you get this truck retailed at $83,000 and change when it was new, and that's expensive, guys. That's expensive. I never thought I'd buy a vehicle that, cost that much when it was new, especially a truck. But this is luxurious in here. I mean, it's not quite as well appointed as a Limited, but it is damn close. It is really damn close. Limited, I don't even know if a Limited has nicer dash material. I just think, maybe there might be some more padding where this center console is, stuff like that. But this is truly a state-of-the-art truck, and I paid for it. I did pay for it, but it's the lap of luxury. And for a truck with these paddle shifters and the performance here that you get with the paddle shifters, very responsive 8-speed. When you can rip into it like that with the touch of a paddle, and go, at a fast speed, bouncing it off of red line in 4th gear, that is freaking awesome. It doesn't get any better than that. Oh my goodness, it truly is fantastic. And I'm so glad I got back into a truck, guys. And here's the issue. Here's the issue I have with Ram when they make these GT or these, these performance trucks. This was the only truck in the country. More expensive, less expensive, it didn't matter. This was the only truck in the country, Laramie or Rebel GT, with every option that I wanted on it. And that was very tough to find. There were a couple other trucks in the country that had the tow mirrors and the trailer tow group, but I didn't want the dial. I know how to back up a trailer. I didn't want that. So this was the only truck I could find with the digital display, the GT package, the color. I was indifferent on the color. I like most of Ram colors. This is granite crystal, of course. The trailer brake controller, the tow package without the tow mirrors, heated and cooled seats, panoramic sunroof, 360 camera, adaptive cruise control, heads-up display, and the Ram box storage system. This was the only truck I found in the country that was equipped the way I wanted it without me having to buy a brand new truck at $80,000+. And I don't even want a brand new Ram truck because I want a shiftable, paddle shifted Ram with an 8-cylinder Hemi engine in it. I don't want no 3-liter inline Hurricane engine. I've tested those before. I like them, but man, that's not for a truck. That's for something like the Dodge Charger or the Wagoneer even. I mean, even the Wagoneer should have V8s. That's something for a smaller vehicle, not a truck. I'm not towing with an inline 6. I'm towing with a Hemi V8. So my experience here over the last month has been A-OK, perfect. You know, this truck still has a warranty on it, so everything is covered for another 2,000 miles anyway. But I'm in love. This is my 4th Ram truck since I turned 19. I'm 27. So this is amazing to me already. But anyway, this truck is here to stay. I love it. 1 month down. Hopefully another 100 months left. So with that being said, guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, hopefully with this bad boy Ram truck.